Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk today about how U.S.-Australia relations are still excellent. Okay, Malcolm Turnbull, Prime Minister of Australia, has just said that. There is not anti-Americanism that much in Australia. Now, there is sometimes some anti-U.S. foreign policy, and right now, a lot of Australians are not big fans of Trump, but a lot of the world's not. I mean, like I said, I don't agree with that position, but it has nothing to do with taking a stab at America or the U.S. soldiers. Latest poll said 60% of Australians believe that U.S. bases in Australia, the U.S. military bases, are important for U.S.-Australia relations, and around the same percentage of them support the U.S. military bases being there. Okay? That is not a downgrade of U.S.-Australia relations. Okay, most Australians want the United States in Australia. They appreciate what the U.S. did for them in World War II because a lot of their soldiers were fighting in Europe and against Nazi Germany, and some fought in the Pacific, and they made a great contribution to the Pacific theater in World War II. But the vast majority of them were in Europe because they entered the war in 1939. So when Japan entered World War II, they relied on the U.S. military for a lot of their protection. And Australia appreciates that. Basically, and the Business Insider reported that Malcolm Turnbull said that U.S.-Australia relations are excellent, which they are. It's just fake news saying that there's just a downgrade in U.S.-Australia relations. Malcolm Turnbull said that it takes a while for the U.S. to appoint a permanent ambassador, which it does. And yes, the U.S., I believe, should go ahead and appoint Admiral Harry Harris to this position, but it takes a while for Senate confirmations and a lot of bureaucratic red tape, but it has nothing to do with offense towards the Australian people. And, recently the U.S. Air Force, it was two B-1B bombers. They went to Australia, one of the Australian Air Force bases, to do some training. Australia didn't come over to the U.S. They came over to Australia, and this was the Air Force's public webpage that reported this. So relations between the two countries are good right now. Don't start stirring stuff up. Canberra's top official reported, apparently Canberra's top official in the UK reported to the FBI some things with the Russia probe, and that's why the FBI is investigating Russia apparently rigging the U.S. election, which I firmly believe they did not, and even if they had their hand in it, Trump still would have won. People were getting tired of the way the country was going. But at the same time, that doesn't mean it's a stab towards America. Australians want to see a strong U.S.-Australian alliance. And, polls show that. Most Australians still support the Australia-New Zealand treaty. I mean, they do. Anyways, whoever's doing well, take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.